Hi, welcome to Lab Tested Products and Accessories. My name's Sam and this is Grozny. He's obviously the lab that's going to be testing all of these products and accessories. This morning what we're going to be talking about is no pull head harnesses. Grozny pulls, I'm obviously not that big and strong, so I, like most people, went to my local pet shop to have a look and see what was on the market, and what I bought was a halty, which obviously Grozny's used because he knows it already. Thank you, Grozny. Come on, out of the way. Good boy. Right, he obviously wants to put it on. Sit, sit. Good boy. Stay, stay. Right, essentially what happens is that it has this nice padded area which goes over his nose, and we'll just demonstrate that, thank you. And it clips on around the back, and it's fully adjustable. There's a few downsides to this. One is you have to make sure that you get the correct size, obviously more difficult when you're ordering online. And underneath here has this nice fastening. This is about £8 that I paid for it, and this fastening goes onto his collar like so, and then the lead attaches underneath here on this tiny loop. Now it's adjustable at the back. I did find that when I used this, that essentially even while he was wearing it, it came loose a little bit, and certainly putting it on time and time again, it became more and more loose, so you have to make sure that you adjust it each and every time you put it on the dog. For street walking, this is really great. Stops him pulling. However, he did learn to pull with it. He sort of walks with his head sideways slightly, which was a little bit of a downside. The whole thing comes off, and did actually come off once by accident. Actually slipped over his nose. That was actually on a road, which is quite dangerous, which is why it has this little clip to keep it safe. However, you know, I don't have a lot of faith in this, and also it's not adjustable. You can't tie it up in any way. What I found was that we live in a rural area, so when we get to a park, I like to obviously let him off his lead. The head collar can stay on. However, this little clasp underneath, what happens is that it gets caught on things. If he goes into woodland or into bushes, he was finding that it was actually getting caught, and he was actually getting stuck. So I went down the road of taking the head collar off when we went to the park, which is fine, but the second reason that I wanted a head collar, the second most important time when I want to have control of my dog, is essentially when other dogs appear. So I'm scanning the park and I see another dog coming. I want to grab my dog and I want to be able to put him on his head collar so that I have control of him. Grozny is very, very friendly, tends to run up to other dogs with the best of intentions, but the situation doesn't always go well because other dogs don't like being approached at speed. So the problem I found was that trying to get this head collar on over his head, get the little clasp on, mess around under his neck, trying to get the lead attached, was actually a lot of hard work. And obviously Grozny learnt as well that when I called him, he would have a look around the park himself. If he saw another dog, he would actually come close to me, but not actually close enough for me to grab his collar. So I had a look, and I saw an alternative which is called a canny collar. That has no bits that hang down and can get caught, and it's a very good design. It can stay on the dog. However, that pulls from the back rather than from underneath, and there are two little D-rings which you have to pull together and attach the lead to, and again I find that quite complex when there's another dog in the situation, because Grozny doesn't always come right up close to me. So what we decided was, what I use, which we find very good, thank you Grozny, you're never so good, aren't you? Is this, which is a standard British slip lead. I got an extra long one, and I also got a nice extra soft one. This is made of soft, stretchy nylon. And the advantages of this, if I just show you how it works first, you make a big loop and you pop that over the dog's head. Got to imagine at this point that he's, you know, standing in the park. You twist it underneath and pop it over his nose and basically pull it tight, and that makes a head collar that pulls from the back just like the canny does, only it's a lot easier to get on. This has obviously been out already today because it's looking a bit mucky, isn't it? Essentially what I like about it is that he only has to come close to me. I don't actually have to grab his collar. I can slip this over his head even if he's, you know, a fair distance away from me, and I've got the first step of control there already. If he should, you know, run towards another dog, this will just tighten up Now, you know, I'm not the strongest, but I can control him that way. And then of course, I can even turn him round so he's not facing the other dog, and then I can twist it, pop it over his nose, pull it tight, and him and I can go up to that dog in a nice controlled way and meet and have a nice friendly meeting. And then when it's all okay, what I usually do is I just slip it off and allow them, you know, the two dogs to play once I know that that dog is friendly. The candy collar is about £14. This is really cheap. Sure, this was only about £10. They come in all different colours and sizes as well, and essentially we found this to be the best technique for being able to grab them quickly, have full control, and it's so, you know, we can use it in so many different ways. What I like about it as well is that I don't know whether you have this problem, but when you go to the park with a clip collar, once you've taken it off your dog, what do you do with it? You can try to stuff it in your pocket. I mean, this one's not too bad because it's a traffic lead and it's quite short. But what I like about the slip lead is that it just basically goes over my neck, and I'm hands-free then. I can play with his ball, I can play with his frisbee, you know, and I don't have to worry about things falling out of my pocket. So I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope that this has been, you know, informative and a full comprehensive review. And thanks to Grozny as well, and we'll see you next time.